All right. Hello, everyone. Shalom, everybody, and peace of the Lord to all of you. Please invite your friends. And today we have a very interesting topic. And as usual, anything have to do with Islam have to do with the bloodshed, killing, hatred, crimes, rape, you name it. The second you speak about Islam, you are speaking about horror, literally. In fact, Muhammad, he said, I've been victorious by terror. So, the Muslim, they have pictures of Muhammad. They draw him as someone handsome. But, we don't care about how he looked like, even though they are making up images. But Muhammad is very ugly no matter what. They are so desperate. Even there is a command in Islam, the one who said the Prophet is black, kill him. Because Islam is a racist cult. But today our topic is about the war update in Syria. This is the map here. Those colors is for territory inside Syria. Like every territory have a mayor, or let us say a governor. And if like Syria is the same as it's a central government, but every local territory usually belong to a big city in that map. Like here it says Aleppo. In fact, now I installed the software where I can draw which one it was. Let us see which one. This one. Extensions. Yeah, I installed a tool to be able to. It's not opening. I spent a lot of time to open it. Let us see. Hold on. I spent like 2 hours looking for a tool to install it, and now it's not working. Can you believe it? Oh boy. Give me a second. Why it's not working? Let us see. It's working actually. Hold on. But it should open a tool, and I don't see the tools which come with it. How come? Let us see. All right, open to. Yeah, because we will need it, to draw on the screen. But I don't know what happened. I will check again later. But anyway, let's put it back in the screen and see how we can use it. Which is very weird because I did make it function and it was working fine, and I tried it. So what happened now? It doesn't make sense. Okay. Let us try again. All right. Like, here supposedly it shows us what we should do I'm not sure. Let us see if we click at any of those can help us. No? All right. What we can do? We use it as it is. So as you see here, this is the city of Aleppo. And those terrorists right now, the terrorists of Erdogan, they almost took all this area here. And now they are going to the city of Hama. They are here in this area. They are a few kilometers away, actually, from the city of Hama. And here, this area is full of Shia. This area here, they are Alawi, actually, which is very, very, very hard for them to exceed that limit, you know? So, I mean, I want to know what happened to this stupid thing. I made it ready, and now it's not working. I was happy that I will install it. Unbelievable. You know what? Let me take it off and install it again. Maybe that will help it. I don't know what to do. I'm really upset from the stupid thing because I spent 3 hours looking for a tool to install, and now after all this work is not working. And all of this because I want to show you, you know, I want to explain to you in a better way. Otherwise, I mean, who care about those stupid things? But we need them now. All right, let us take it away. Okay, we remove it. And we install I will try to install it again. Maybe that will work. Give me a minute, guys. Just trying to figure out. Sorry for the inconvenience. Setting. Where is the extension? Extension. Here we go. Let us see. Maybe we can find something. I will try to install the same software again and see. Anyway, so the war in Syria is really going crazy. And, you know, I found out something very, very strange. And I will share it with you in a minute. That's it. Nothing. Oh, boy. Very disappointing. I even installed this browser just for this purpose, you know. All right, all right. Let us do something else. No, I cannot find it. All right, very disappointing. So what we will do, we will continue without it. What we can do. All right, we go back to our map. Sorry for this, but we had no choice. So anyway, here in the map in front of us, the terrorists, they are really advancing very well, and there is a very good reason for that advance. They were preparing for this attack for many years, and Erdogan is in their back, which means this is Turkey, and Turkey is supplying those terrorists with all information using their NATO satellite. You know, Turkey is part of the NATO, and they have a direct access for everything moving the ground, especially in countries and borders around them. So they are giving the terrorist Al-Qaeda every single move happening next door. However, I discover today something new, something very disturbing. Let us see. Yesterday, the ruler of Emirat, he called the president of Syria, and this is the president of Syria, the one who is sitting in the middle. He's a blonde guy with the blue eyes. He called him and he offered him the following. As you see, this is not Arab news, this is like not fabrication, this is obviously, it has something, you know, must be real. So the US and UAE is the one who discussed the topic, which means they are working as a middle person between USA and Syria. They discussed with the Assad lifting the sanctions in exchange for a break with Iran. And then if you do that, they will force the attack which is happening right now to stop. So imagine that America is preferring to have Al-Qaeda, the one who did 9/11, taking over Syria, and they will not stand against Al-Qaeda just because they want to you know, get into agenda to break the tie between the Syrian president and the Iranian president. I find that it's very evil, because they are not asking only for breaking the tie, which I wish they will do. This is not the evil part of it. The evil part of it, that the Syrian people, they are starving because of the sanctions. And now, after all what's happening with them, they need, I mean, how come the whole world is crying for Gaza? But this is the biggest Gaza you can imagine. There's sanctions on Syria and everything. Everything you can imagine. But there's no sanctions on the territory controlled by Al-Qaeda. This is why I saw in the videos people speaking about how wealthy the life is in the territory where the Qaeda is controlling, and how poor it become the territory where the Assad he is, because there's no money. The American, they took the oil of the Syrian, they gave the control for the Kurdish. If we go back to the map here, where is the map? Here we go. In this map here, you will see the area which is like in purple. All this area in purple become now in the hand. I mean, I moved this thing, it's still here. I see I moved it, still I can draw. It's weird. So anyway, the territory of the Kurdish now extended all the way to this area here. Like I cannot draw except a straight line, you know, sadly. So imagine how big the territory the Kurdish now they are controlling. This is way bigger than Lebanon. This is like 3 times, 4 times bigger than Lebanon. Same as you know, bigger than Israel. Maybe 6 times bigger than Israel. All this area was given to the Kurdish, and there's a lot of oil there. So, and in that territory, not too many population live. The most of the population is in the city of Damascus, which we see here at the end of the page. If you see it here, this is Damascus. And then the second city was Aleppo. The third city is, I think it is Homs. And number 4, maybe Latakia or Tartus. Those are territories on the sea. So the Kurdish are enjoying the oil. The rest of the country, they don't have a penny of it. And 900 soldiers from America is in control of that area. Imagine 900 soldiers only. Do you see, when you are a soldier of a powerful army, nobody dare to attack you. 900 soldiers, not 9,000. So all this area here is controlled by 900 soldiers American, which Trump was going to move in 2019, if you remember, you know. But because they're American, who dare to attack? And here you ask yourself, why Al-Qaeda is not attacking the American, but they are attacking the Syrian regime? The answer is very simple. Al-Qaeda, they are not stupid. They knew if attack American, they will be demolished. They knew that after the war between Lebanon and Israel, all those forces are demolished. Israel burned them alive. So they found a great opportunity now that if we attack now, and this is the plan of Erdogan, obviously, that's why he gave them drones, he gave them all the weapon, and they are very successful. And now, you know, the Putin, he did something very stupid. During the war, 13 years of war, each time Putin and the Syrian army, they surrender an area, they offer the terrorists to leave to this territory, Idlib. The one you see it here, Idlib. So this has become a warehouse, a deposit of terrorism. So terrorists coming from the terrorists who used to be in Raqqa, if you remember, Raqqa is where the caliphate of ISIS, he established his caliphate. Do you remember? Here, it was the caliphate state capital, Raqqa. Later, the Kurdish, they were able to take it for sure by the help of the American. So right now, the Raqqa is under the control of the Kurdish. But for how long? We will see. By tomorrow, or maybe 2-3 days from now, we will find out really how the war is moving. Because if the terrorists were able to cross this line, that means things is really messed up for the Syrian regime. And that includes the Christian, by the way. Like, let me see if there is any other map we can use. So if we go here, this is showing us more details about where the war happening right now. So this is the city, it's called Hama, as you see it in the screen in the middle. And then around it there is a small towns, from in all directions. The terrorists, they were able to take many of those towns on the way. However, let me see, I'm trying to find let me type it. Here we go. This is a city. It's not a massive city, but it's big. This city is 100% Christians. So if we zoom out, that will show you how far it is from the city of Hama. So right now the terrorists are here. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the mouse? You can't see it, right? You can't see it. I need to see how I can make that work, and so you can see the mouse. So this is the city here of Hama, and this is the city of Harda, and this is a pure Christian city. Now those people, they are very aggressive fighters, the Christians. In fact, during 13 years, ISIS, during the war, ISIS, they surrounded them many times. For long time, they could not even take an inch. With all the aggression of ISIS and, suicide bombers, and, they send the trucks full of bombs, and they could not even go inside the city 1 meter. So those are very aggressive fighters, and this is why the terrorists, they were able to take all the area around them, which is Muslims area, but they could not enter this Christian city yet. So what they are trying to do now, they are trying to cut all the roads to the city, so they will not be able to receive any assistance, any help, any weapon, any food, and maybe by time, if they were able to to control all the direction of the cities, all the roads, they can force them to surrender. But those people, they are really very aggressive fighters, and I believe they will be willing to die before they do so, because they are Christians and they knew how those people, they hate them. Now I heard that Al-Qaeda, they are trying to present themselves now as a moderate. So I saw a video of Al-Qaeda operator, or let's say he is a journalist, quote unquote, making an interview with the Christian women in Aleppo. And even he asked her, how is your Christmas tree? So Al-Qaeda now, they are trying to present themselves that they will never hurt the Christians. And I think the reason they want to do that, or trying to present themselves this way, so international community will not be alarmed that this will be another genocide, big deal genocide, because we're talking about hundreds of thousands of people and millions, they will be targeted just because of their religion. But in the same time, they are targeting the Shia. Let me see if I can show you something about what Al-Qaeda is doing to the Shia. All right. I will show you the video here. Give me a second. The video is taken by the phone, as you see, like, standing here. Those are Shia kicked out of their houses. The Muslim Sunni and the Al-Qaeda, and other groups, because Al-Qaeda, they are fighting, there is other Muslim terrorist groups with them, not only alone. So those are Shia, women and children, they were kicked out of their towns.
السلام عليكم. نحن هون جينا من 4 أيام من حلب ومن نبل والزهراء، جينا من 70 كيلومتر مشوا لهون.
He is saying he came from the towns, it's called Nubal and Az-Zahra, and they walking, not by cars, 70 kilometers. Took them 4 days. They have women, children, as you see. We are talking about thousands of people. No? They have no water, no food, nothing. No bathroom, nowhere to go. You see, they did not do the same with the Christians, but they are doing that with the Shia. And here you see the hatred, how much the hatred of the Muslim Sunni they have for the Shia. Like until now, I did not hear any news of mistreatment of the Christians. But there's many videos speaking about how bad they are treating the Shia. There's other video actually, like I can play it all, but all of it is just walking around, showing you kids and women, and you know, they have, you can tell there's no place to sleep. I mean, look how this poor woman, look. What is why only the, you know, and the funny and the silly and the disgusting of the Muslim Sunni, that Hezbollah lost their power because they are defending the Muslim Sunni in Gaza. Do you see why Muslim Sunni are very, very untrustworthy? So the stupid Shia, Hezbollah, they thought if we stand with Gaza and they are Muslim Sunni and with Hamas, those Sunni, they will like us because look what we did. We are the only one who was supporting them. So Hezbollah, and this is why I called my video Fatal Mistake, the stupid Hezbollah leader in Iran, they made a big mistake. They thought they can be popular, more popular as a Shia between the Sunni and convert them out of Sunniism and make them Shia. Because they are the one who defend, they want to free Al-Aqsa, they want to take Jerusalem, death to America, death to Israel. So they are the real Mujahideen. What the Muslim Sunni did in return for all the price Hezbollah did pay in so-called war to assist Gaza, right away they stabbed them in their back. And this is what the Muslims are about. If you go and read the history of the Muslims, you will see that all the caliphate of after Muhammad were killed by Muslims. The family of Muhammad were killed by Muslims. The grandsons of Muhammad killed by Muslims. The daughter of Muhammad killed by the caliphate. So this is how they are. Aisha, according to Shia, she was killed by the caliphate Muawiyah too. So and then there's other video. Let me see if I can find it for you. This is a Shia sheikh from that town, which is a Shia town. He is calling for help from the highest Islamic sheikh of Iraq, As-Sistani. As-Sistani, let me put for you his pictures. Is in fact the one was behind the demolition of ISIS, because when the Muslim Sunni they start killing the Shia, this guy As-Sistani, who is the highest authority in Iraq, he is the one who he made a fatwa for jihad for every Muslim Shia to go to war against ISIS. And then hundreds of thousands of Shia, they join for war. Hundreds of thousands. So now this guy in this video, he is calling a Sistani, and he is calling even the mullahs of Iran, the Shia, because they are Shia, So he is calling, hoping that those Shia, they will have hot blood and seek revenge for what happened to the Shia in Syria now. So he have behind him a coffin for a very old man killed by a Muslim Sunni, and he is going to say about how thousands of their men now are captured by the Sunni. He is saying, my name, I am the Sheikh of Muhammad al-Aqra from the town of al-Zahra. He said we are now for 3 days humility being subdued, and sabi, which means the Muslim, they enslave many of them. They enslave maybe many of their women, He mentioned the word sabi, which means in slavery. So he's saying behind me there's a coffin of an old man. We have thousands of men are captured, maybe women actually. He said asra, which means possible men or women, we don't know. So he said thousands of us is captured by the Muslim Sunni. Women and children and old people. They capture thousands of women and children in the territory is called as Safira. Where is the justice? Where is the mullahs? He's calling the Marja'iyah, which is the highest authority for the Shia in the world. And those videos can be very, they can be very effective to ignite the war to go crazy. And like videos like this is going to be posted by every Shia around the world, and many, they will go so crazy. Look what they are doing to our people. And I confirm, really, I know. You see, the poor Shia, and I call them poor, Shia and Alawi in Syria, they were treated like dogs, always. Always. The Sunni, they used to kidnap their women from their houses and rape them. They never get a good job. They never have education. They are nobody. They are like, the casting system in India. They are cast away just because they are not Muslim Sunni. Not like the Christians. The Christians, they are not the one in control of the country, but they are the one who is educated. They are the one who have own businesses. There are many of them, they are very rich and very wealthy, and they are actually behind many great things in those countries. The Shia, they were always used as carpet to walk on it. And then through time, those poor Shia, because the Muslim Sunni don't join the army. The army is for the one who have no job. So the Alawi and the Shia, they start joining the army by a big number because they have no jobs. This is the only job is available when the salary is guaranteed. So slowly, they become a big number in the army. And bingo, the Alawi, they made a coup, they took over the government, and since then the Assad is in control of Syria. And when the Sunni, they saw that, they could not believe it, that those who they are our servants, our maids, those who we treat them like dogs, now they are going to be our kings. And this is all what this war is about. It doesn't matter what people say to you. They will say to you, dictator, all the Muslim Sunni dictators. I mean, this is Al Qaeda. You will see a Fox News speaking about dictator the Assad. Well, is Al Qaeda is better? Is Erdogan? I mean, name for me one of the friends of America, and he's a Muslim, is not a dictator. Just to show you the hypocrisy and the garbage of United States of America when it's come to say the truth. They remember that the Assad is dictator, but they don't remember Saddam Hussein was their best friend. In fact, even Osama bin Laden was their hero. You can search right now. There's a written article in Washington, I think Washington Post, or I don't know which newspaper, about a hero. Talking about who? About Osama bin Laden. So a terrorist, he is their friend, they praise him. A dictator, he is their friend, he is so good. But if the terrorist is not their friend, he is evil. This is why we see here, in this article here, that US under Joe Biden offering through UAE an offer to the Assad. Listen, your country is getting so weak because of our sanctions. We have a solution. Cut your tie with all your friends. We will lift the sanctions. Or else. And they are offering him this in the time where the terrorists are attacking from every direction, hoping that he will agree. But for sure he will not agree. Why? Because so what if you lift the sanction? Is that going to make them rich? Are you going to give them their oil back? Are you going to withdraw your forces? Are you going to leave us alone? No. He's smarter than this. Because, you know, we support Israel in this war. But in the same time, we have to say what, if I am in his place, what I would do. Iran become like the engine of life for Syria. Iran send a lot of money, send a lot of fighters, send a lot, actually paid a high price, you know, in this war. And the whole idea of this war is who is going to take over, Sunni or Shia, for the people in the ground. But for government is bigger than that. It's about a system. Is it American system? It is Russian system. It is Iranian system. So Iran always was an empire, the Persian, great empire. The Persian, they are trying to get their empire back. The Russian, they are trying to get their empire back. The American, they are losing empire, especially after, you know, Obama and Joe Biden. America becomes, you know, nobody fear America, nobody respect America. You know, when Joe Biden, he went to Saudi Arabia, I mean, they welcome him like nobody. When Obama, he went to Saudi Arabia, nobody was in the airport for him. It was just the mayor of the city, as if he's nobody. Yet he is the president of USA. You can search now for the for the video of Obama coming to Saudi Arabia when he came. So they offer him all those offers, he refused. And this is the same reason I mean, it's like a movie continue. Before the war happened in Syria 13 years ago, they offered the Syrian president to accept a pipeline coming all the way from Qatar, going through Syria, going through Turkey, going all the way to Europe. He refused. And they started the war for that reason. So this country is taking a lot of garbage because of its sensitive location. And here we go back to the stupidity of Hezbollah. You know, Hezbollah, who is under the command of Iran, they tried for a long time, since they started actually, to promote themselves that they are the one who really defend Islam and Muslims, hoping that the Sunni they will find on them something unique, and they will stop their hatred for them, and maybe we can even convert them into our sect. And in fact, they did. A lot of Muslim Sunni, they converted and become Shia. A lot. But the Muslim Sunni, they got more alarmed now because there is somebody competing with them. It's not the Shia anymore, those who don't, they are nobody. The Shia, suddenly they become powerful, they become important, they become strong, they are even fighting Israel. While all the Muslim Sunni countries are potatoes, nobody even dare to fart. Erdogan, he makes speeches, but because Erdogan is smart, he make a speech, but he never shoot a bullet, because he knew what would happen if he shot a bullet at Israel. He will end the same as Assad. Turkish economy is garbage. In fact, additional reason for this war to happen is the Turkish economy. You see, in Turkey, there's 4 million Syrian. $4 million. Let us see here. Not this one. All right. Where is the map? Yeah, this is the map. Hold on. Okay. $4 million Syrian, they are in Turkey. In the last election, Erdogan almost lost the election because of the 4 million refugee. Erdogan, he welcomed the Syrian to come to their country. When they came with a lot of money. I'm not going to say hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm going to talk about billions and billions. You know, the city of Aleppo is a capital of manufacturers. And most of people who live there, especially, let us say there's elite, they are extremely, extremely rich. Turkey, during the war, they robbed the whole town. Cars, trucks, manufacturers, everything been taken to Turkey. So Turkey made a lot of money from the Syrian. But now, after 13 years, those Syrians there, they have no more money. Erdogan, he made even more trick to take their money. He told them, if you buy, etc., you invest, etc., I will give you citizenship. So many of those naive Syrian, they got their money. Even the one is under the tiles to buy a property in Turkey, because Erdogan told them, I forgot what the number is, I think $100,000 or $200,000, you will get citizenship. And those Syrian, you know, they are desperate for a passport because their country is burning. So they bought a lot of a property in Turkey. After they bought the property, Erdogan, he announced, you know what? You don't deserve to become a citizen. It's even against the law to own a property. You are a refugee. So now they cannot sell it, they cannot have it, and they don't have a citizenship. Simply, their money is gone. And this is what happened to you when you invest in a country like Turkey. Scams. You know? I don't know how many of you have been in Turkey, but you can watch some videos about Turkey. Like in Turkey, you go, I saw a video about a guy. Two girls, they came to him. They are so good looking. They said to him, oh, you are a foreigner? Let us, you know, you don't want to go and drink coffee with us? The guy, he said, oh, so beautiful girls, inviting him for a coffee. Oh, sure, sure, sure. But they said to him, this coffee, actually, it was tea, sorry, not coffee. Tea. But this tea, by the way, is unique, nothing like it. You want to try it? I said, sure, sure, sure. They took him to a restaurant and they drank tea. But the tea is normal. And now, okay, you know, let us pay. They came to him, I don't know, $300, $500, I forgot the number. He said, what are you talking about? I just drank tea. It's tea. We did not even have lunch or dinner. So those girls, they work with those scammers, those gang. They bring fools, foreigners. And the second you say you don't want to pay, they bring you like 5, 6, 7 guys around you, and they want to beat you up if you don't pay. They don't even call the police. And they will take the money from your wallet, you like it or not. And if you go to the police, what you can do? They will say, we have no idea. It's not us. So this is Turkey. Erdogan, his economy is so garbage. You can search right now in Google and see how bad it is. So he want to get rid of the 4 million Syrian refugee, who all of them, they are Muslim Sunni. And the plan is, we kick all the Kurdish from this area, from our border, and we replace them with the refugee. So we will not have more Kurdish to be a threat to Turkey border no more. Because in case you do not know, the border of Turkey here, this area here, there's a lot of Kurdish. A lot of Kurdish people. So inside Turkey, I'm talking about Turkey. Inside Turkey, I think there's about 21 million Kurdish. 21 million. This is not the 21,000. So Turkey always have a fear that Turkey can be demolished anytime if the Turkish establish a state in their border. For that state, for sure, is going to support the Kurdish inside Turkey. And it's not a secret. There's an army. It's called the BKK, which is the Kurdish resistance. You can call them terrorists. You can call them resistance, whatever you call them. They are fighting to free their land from the Turkish occupation. So Erdogan's plan is to let those Muslim Sunni occupy that territory. Then we send the refugee who they are Muslim Sunni. So the whole idea is to change the demographic of the territory. Same time, because they are Sunni, they will welcome always Turkey to rule over them. And by time, Turkey will swallow more land from Syria. Already they swallow. In fact, if you notice the map here, you can tell this map doesn't look good. I mean, it's not real, you know. This is a map is drawn by the French and the English, and just to make the Sultan happy. But this is not Syria. Syria goes way behind, but beyond that inside Turkey. In fact, all the Mediterranean Sea, you see that area. This is called, I cannot draw no more, like now the option, but maybe you can see what I'm posting. You see where it says Syria now in the corner? This is called Iskandarona, or Liwa Iskandaron. This area here, all of it is Syrian. And I think the Turkish, they took it less than 70 years ago. So Turkey never stopped taking land from Syria. And look how close they are into Aleppo. And this is the dream of Erdogan. He want to take Latakia. He want to take all of Syria. And he want to be the caliphate. In the same time, he want to be the Sultan, the Ottoman Sultan. So the Turkish nationalists, they think of Erdogan as the future Sultan of the Turkish Empire, the Ottoman Empire. So things is so ugly and so disgusting, and poor people will die. As we speak now, there is people dying in this land. As we speak now, the Christians in those territory, as we showed you in the map, they are fighting against the terrorists. We pray for their victory. All of this just for the sake of garbage. Muhammadan, Syria was a beautiful country. This is Syriac country. This is not an Arab country. Their language is Syriac. They are not Arab. They don't look like Arab. They have nothing to do with the Arab. The Muslim Arab they came. They forced the Arabic language. They forced the native people to change their language. They forced them even to change their names. They forced them even to change the name of their towns. In fact, and until now, if you ask, like here, it says here, Deir Zor. You know what Deir mean? Deir mean monastery. Who is occupying this territory now? Bedouin, Arab Bedouin. This city here used to be not long time ago 100% Hasaka, Christian area. The whole city is a Christian area. Killing, discrimination, kidnapping, most of them they run away abroad. If you remember the city of Raqqa, where the caliphate, the filthy caliphate of ISIS, he established his state. There's a big cathedral. Why? Is that built later? No, this is ancient. This is a very well-known Christian city. All the country is a Christian land. And the same as always, wherever the termite of Muhammad goes, everything go wrong. And this is the result of the termite. They want to kill the Jews. They want to kill the American. They want to kill even the Buddhists. They want to kill the Hindus. Whatever you take them, it's the same target of life. In the same time, because this religion is so good, they love to kill each other. Those are the Syrian army attacking the Al-Qaeda. And this is a propaganda video. Like they are showing you that they are taking over places and they are winning, but we don't know really the truth. But the appearance of the news is that the terrorists are expanding. So here, this is a major road. Those are terrorist cars, and they claim that the Syrian army killed them and took over and they freed the road from their control. So they were controlling that area, supposedly those terrorists, and now they are in a position. So and for sure, the other side, they have their own videos showing you victory. Like here, as you see here, this is Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera is showing you the cars. All of those are terrorists, and Al Jazeera is so proud of them because all their money. Look at the cars they have. Endless numbers of cars, and endless numbers of fighters who paid for their money. Where they get how they get their uniform, how they get their weapon. All is coming from Qatar, the head of the snake. And Al Jazeera for sure is so proud of them. All right. So here it says in the news, a huge amount of forces and they call them the opposition. They don't call them Al Qaeda. Qatar. They don't call them Al Qaeda. They call them opposition. Here, other news, you see how stupid the news is. Syrian army fighting rebels, when all of us we knew that those are not rebels, those are terrorists. Here, this is a video from the Syrian army. Attacking. Maybe this is a Russian airplane, maybe. Sorry guys, you cannot see. It's my fault. I'm not looking at the screen on your side. All right, I will fix that. No problem, no problem. Here we go.
نحن الآن متواجدين في إحدى خطوط الدفاعية للجيش العربي السوري التي تم تجهيزها من قبل وحدات الجيش العربي السوري، وهي نقطة ارتكاز وإسناد ناري للقوات المتقدمة في العمق. وحدات الجيش العربي السوري تمكنت اليوم من صد عدة هجمات وبأعداد كبيرة من الإرهابيين إلى مناطق تواجد الجيش العربي السوري.
So he's saying that the Syrian army was able to, like stop many groups of terrorists coming to attack, and they took their positions in this area, and they are preparing to do more attacks.
وإلى المناطق الآمنة. بواسل الجيش العربي السوري كذلك تمكنوا منذ قليل من إسقاط عدد من المسيرات التي
And now, yeah, he's just said, and the army was able to take down many of the drones. And here you need to ask yourself, how Al-Qaeda is able to get drones? And here you notice that Hamas inspired them. You see, Hamas, they used the same method. You remember? In October 7? Hamas used drones to attack Israel. And now Al-Qaeda have drones. A lot of them. This is why actually they were able to be successful so fast. The Syrian army, they never thought that Al-Qaeda now they have drones. But thanks to Turkey, they got the same drones Turkey is using. Like they gave them drones can go to far distance, like to 60 kilometers away. Not like the one, the toys, they can go like the one Hamas used is like they can go, 3 kilometers, 5 kilometers maximum. Those they can go far distance, connected to GPS. And you need to ask yourself, is it possible that USA do not know that the drone is flying right now is operated by Al-Qaeda? And how come the USA is not afraid that those drones will be used against American army? So obviously, Erdogan, with the agreement with the American, he got a green light from the American to attack and conquer Syria. In other way, the American, they give up on the Assad regime. So they said, we let Al-Qaeda take it, then we attack Al-Qaeda and we finish it, and then we get rid of both of them. But that is a stupid calculation, because always the American, they do stupid things. They attack Saddam Hussein to take Saddam Hussein. They took Saddam Hussein, but they got Iran. They never succeed in anything when it's come to the Middle East. Never. They took Al-Qaddafi, but who is ruling Al-Qaddafi now? A bunch of terrorists. They changed nothing. We used to have one terrorist in Al-Qaddafi, now we have millions. Same garbage. They always, when they put their nose in place, they burn it. They don't fix it. So, if you ask me, which one is better to take place, Al-Qaeda or the Assad regime? I will say the Assad. There is no question about that. I mean, this is Al-Qaeda. Those are people will stone people, will cut hands, will cut heads. They assassinated and killed and cut the heads of many bishops in Syria. They burn churches. They kidnap women. They sold. I mean, even they have a slavery market. But in the American news, they try to represent those terrorists who they are attacking the dictator. Yes, he's a dictator. I have to say, the Assad is a dictator. But isn't it all the Arab friends of America are dictators? Who is the king of Jordan? If you go to Jordan and you open your mouth, one word against the king, you will be disappear. In fact, his brother, the brother of the king, he went to jail because he spoke against his brother. The brother of the king, not the neighbor. Who is their friend who is not a dictator? So, Hezbollah is all behind this garbage, what's happening now in Syria. Because the stupid Nasrallah, when he decided to go and do jihad for the sake of Gaza, he made the biggest mistake of the Shia history let us say, in this century. The Shia got so weak because Israel, in less than 2 months, made you shish kebab. You see, this is my advice for anyone when I go against Israel. I heard that there's an idiot, he made a video speaking against Israel, saying Christian should not support the Zionists. I have a warning for you, all of you. Anyone goes against Israel will be cursed by God. Look at them. God will punish you. And this fool who says to you don't support the Zionist, he forgot that the word Zionist is coming from the Bible. He forgot who is Zion. But because he is a filthy trying to wipe his ass or his face in the ass of Muslims, a decent man will never say such a statement. If we don't support Israel, what is the result of that? The answer is very simple. Al-Qaeda will take over Jerusalem. So this stupid guy who claimed to be Christian and he is not, is asking you, don't support Israel so Al-Qaeda can take over Jerusalem. Because this is what will happen. I mean, those are criminals. Don't support Israel, so support who? Who you want us to support? This is a war between this filthy religion and anyone else, not only the Jews. So anyone is fighting this garbage cult is doing me a favor. So when a stupid idiot, he claimed to be Christian, and he says to you, don't support Israel, ask him, okay, if we don't support Israel, should we support who? He says, support nobody. So let the Muslims take over Jerusalem. And this is the same mistake happened when the stupid Pope, he let the Christian Orthodox in Constantinople die alone when the Turkish invade them. Do you remember? The west of Europe was watching the east of Europe being conquered. Why? Oh, because they are Orthodox. So don't listen to those fools. Never listen to them and never watch their videos. And if you subscribe to their channel, take off your subscription. Shame on you, in fact. In fact, God will punish you for doing that. Anyone who supports someone goes against Israel, he will be doomed. I'm talking about individual, not only countries. Look what happened to Syria. The stupid Assad, he want to go against Israel. The Israeli long time ago, they said to his father, listen, we give you the land. We took the Golan Heights from you. Let us sign agreement. Take it. Let us have peace. No, no, no. They refuse. A fool. They give up. What we can do with those people? We offer them land. They don't want to have. They want to be at war. You want war? God is on our side, and Satan is in yours. And that's what they are facing. Look at them. They have no life. All the countries who are going against Israel are bankrupt. This is not the power of Israel. This is the power of God. Israel is a small, tiny country. They don't have a power to demolish everybody. Look at Turkey economy. Can Israel destroy the Turkish economy? No. God can. Look at Joe Biden. All what he did against Israel. Stopping weapon. Holding weapon. Threatening Israel. God took him like nothing. Demolish him. Look at the Democratic Party who stood against Israel. They are wiped out. They are laying down their employees. Anyone will go against Israel will be doomed, including me and you. I say the truth when Israel is wrong. But I say that not because I'm against Israel. I say it for the benefit of Israel. The same as I say that to you, if you are a Christian, I say you are wrong. Because I am saying that for your benefit. It's not to beat you down. So don't let them fool you. Somebody saying you worship Israel. You stupid fool, you are the one who worship Israel, not us. If you call yourself a Christian, where is that name is coming from? You call yourself John, well, this is a Jewish name. You call yourself Peter, well, this is a Jewish name. You call yourself Moses, well, this is a Jewish name. And then you claim that you have nothing to do with Israel, when everything in your book is about Israel. And you are a fake Christian. Isn't it Jesus says, I came to my people? You are not his people. He said you have a sheep and other flocks. But we are not. Israel is his people. And you are a stupid fool. And you are a hypocrite. Somebody says Jesus is a Jew. Another stupid mistake. How Jesus is a Jew if Jesus exists before the Jews exist? Why people they say silly stupid things? Jesus is born of the Jews, which means between the Jews, but he is not a Jew. He is the God of the Jews, the King of the kings of the Jews. Isn't it Jesus says, before Abraham I am? Who is Abraham? He's a Jew? Don't say Abraham is a Jew. People will laugh at you. So you better be careful in the word you say. And don't be silly and shallow. If we side with any of those, what is the result? We take Jerusalem tomorrow, we give it to Muhammad. We give it to the Ottoman, the Caliphate Ottoman, Erdogan. We give it to ISIS leader. We give it to who? What do you want? So those liars who they are hypocrite, coward. They claim to be Christians, but in fact they are snakes. You can go right now, this potato coward who speak against Israel, he can go to Israel and he can on his channel and he can speak against Netanyahu and he can speak against Israel and he will not be arrested. But he can do the same in any Muslim country? He cannot. Is that true? So I say to you, my friend, if you see somebody speaking against Israel, just stay away from them. They are evil. They are not Christians. They are telling you, let Salahuddin take over Jerusalem again. This is what they are saying to you. Let Hezbollah take over Jerusalem. Let the mullahs of Iran, takbir. Because if Israel did not take Jerusalem, who will take it? Joe Biden? So you know what they are asking you for by saying don't support Israel. So I don't want to see people coming to me says, oh, this idiot, he is speaking against Israel. It's your fault. Why you go there? Why you support him? Why you watch his channel? Why you subscribe? He need you. He's just one individual. If nobody listen to him, he's nobody. Shouldn't we engage and shame them? You don't engage and shame them by going in chat, being a terrorist, terrorist. You are making his channel better. You go and make a video against him if you want. This is how you can shame him, not by talking in chat. You go in his chat, you make more review. You give him support, actually. So I say to you, anyone he claimed to be Christian, he speak against Israel, he is a fraud. And we have the Bible says clearly that Israel will be saved. Is that true? Israel will be saved. Am I making things up? People, am I making things up? Does the Bible say Israel will be saved? So either we believe a trashy person saying Israel is the state of the devil, or we believe the Bible saying Israel will be saved. Which one you follow? He will not go and take it. Like if he's saying to you, let us do crusade and take the land back, I would say, okay, this guy's a hero. No, he's a potato. Just invite him for a free dinner. He will be there for you. Give him a free airline ticket. He will go with you. And he give a hug to the Sheikh Othman. Hey, give me a hug, Sheikh Othman. Hero behind the screen, potato in front of the guy. So you will be known by your fruits. And anyone who accepts the Muslim to take over Jerusalem and our Holy Land, he is Antichrist. Not only he is a fake Christian, he is Antichrist. Because there's one of two will take it. Either the Muhammadan or the Jews. Which one you take? First, we know from the Bible that this is their land. This is number one. Number two, we know that Jesus is born there. That is a reason for us to have this land as special treatment. We cannot say just ignore it. We cannot say whoever take it. Every year a lot of Jews convert into Christianity. Christianity is growing in Israel, shrinking in every Islamic country except Iran. Why Christianity is growing in Israel? Because there's a freedom. You convince a Jew about Jesus, he accepts Jesus, he become a very loyal to Christ. Anyway, you see here, when I speak about Syria, I share the truth. I show the hypocrisy of America. I show the evil plans. I show you how they are, you know, doing conspiracy and all of this playing with the blood of people. But I cannot say that those stupid regimes are not part of this bloodbath. All of them, they are criminals. The one who he claimed that he is fighting for freedom, and the one he claimed he is fighting for democracy, and the one he say he is protecting democracy. So the American, they protect democracy everywhere. Everywhere. Like in Saudi Arabia, as an example. In Kuwait, Qatar, you know, Emirat, Bahrain. Those are democratic countries. They are our friends. We gave even, Joe Biden, he gave Qatar a special, I don't know what they call it, like a special friend. Like it's not part of the NATO, but it's like a close ally. Qatar, the head of the snake. Yes, that's what the American did. So don't go by the news and don't be driven by what people say to you. Always say the truth. You know, for me, when I say the Assad is better than Al-Qaeda, not because the Assad is good and Al-Qaeda are bad, but for me, both are bad. But there's one way, way more bad, and there's way, way more better, but he is still bad. So I am just sharing the truth and the position based on that, not because I support this against that. I wish we can get rid of them both. But this is not how reality is. Going back to our topic. Obviously, there's a big plan to make the Assad regime collapse. It is possible it can happen. However, that will not be that easy, especially if the same what happened 13 years ago happen again. The Shia, they go and do jihad again. I showed you the image of As-Sistani. So if this guy, he command the Shia and everybody is waiting for his statement. This guy, by one word, he can mobilize at least 1 million fighters from Iraq. Just by one post he posts in Twitter. I assure you that. You know, there's no question about that. If not even more. So if the Shia, they felt that the target in Syria is beyond the regime, it's about the existence of the Shia in Syria, those will move. And Iraq is just in the border. It's not a country far away. They have a massive border with Syria. When ISIS they start killing the Shia and they attack in Iraq, most of the Shia, they were poor people, farmers, shepherds, you know, normal people. And then this guy, he made a command. Jihad against ISIS. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands, they joined immediately. And the game changed. In fact, this was the biggest mistake of ISIS. They made the Shia go in alarm. Al-Qaeda now, they are trying to make themselves not doing that. They are trying to be smarter. But those people, they are already bitten by the snake. The same snake. Remember this guy at Jolani, he is the same member who was in ISIS. He was in ISIS before. Then he split from ISIS, and then he announced himself Al-Qaeda. The FBI, let us see. They have $10 million on his head. Or maybe the CIA, sorry. Which means anyone he killed this guy, they will pay him. You know? Not even kill him, just information about where he is. $10 million. Just one phone call. Tell them where he is, and they will pay you $10 million. And this is the funny about this part. Are you telling me that this guy is leading this war, and nobody knows where he is? Is that possible? I say no. They are letting him alive, for he have a job to finish. When his job is finished, they will shoot him in the ass. All right? So we will see. I'm sure the Mossad, they can get him in 2 minutes. But this is not their focus, because he don't even make a speeches against Israel. Even though in the beginning he did, but now he focused on the Shia, because first, you know, the Muslims, they have a steps. First we take the caliphate capital, Damascus. Then when we are establishing a state, we get stronger. You see, they are learning from their mistakes before, not like ISIS. ISIS, they're just something stupid. Suddenly they want to fight the whole world. This guy is way smarter, sneaky. That's why he's trying to present himself that he is not really a threat to international community. They are just want to have a Muslim state. But the mistake he did during the war in Syria, when he made a video announcing that his organization is Al-Qaeda branch in Syria. And he announced his loyalty at that time to Osama bin Laden. Time never change. In fact, there's no time. Time does not exist. Even though Allah, he says, I am the time. What exists is an idea. The idea of establishing an Islamic state is the dream of those cowards, and they are willing to slaughter as many as they can. If you ask yourself, all this war is about what exactly? What is the point of this war? It's just about hatred and religion and conquering and money. We heard the guy in the video is speaking about thousands of Muslim Shia being captured by those people now. You saw the video, right? Thousands of women being captured, this guy said.
إيران وين؟ شهيد وصل على السيدة زينب، وصل على السيدة زينب، وصل مات، وصل توفى، عمره 70 80 سنة، 3 أيام أطفال بدون أكل.
He is calling for the help of the mullahs of Iran, for the mullahs of Iraq, for the Shia in the world, saying, where are you? Where are you? And I believe soon they will appear and things will go really messed up. All right. Is it true that Islam in collapse from inside? Well, this is always, you know, when Muslims kill Muslims, Islam is collapsing always. You see, this story never stopped since time of Muhammad, because Muhammad is a gang leader. You know, this is not Jesus. He had Peter and Paul and, you know, wise, smart, you know, people. No, this is just a gang, you know, a bunch of trash. He is a fool criminal who got successful. He conquered. But as soon as he died, all the dogs around him, they are fighting for the cake. And the fight about the cake never stopped. Until now. And you can find some who they claim to be Christian like those people too. When he finds his cake is shrinking, he starts attacking other people. Because he's trying to get the cake, for they are doing business. Is it true if something happened to the Kaaba, Islam is over? No, you know, because simply the Kaaba is already destroyed many times. There's a guy, his name is Al-Qurmuti. He killed 10,000 Muslims around the Kaaba. He destroyed the Kaaba. He took the black stone and he made it a poo stone for more than 21 years. And yes, Islam almost demolished, but since the money of the oil came, Islam came back to life again. And then the Saudi Arabia and Qatar and Emirat, they start promoting Islam in the West in a massive way. Now, do you think Muhammad Ali, he converted to Islam like that's it? He saw somebody in the street? No, they target celebrity. A lot of money. Al-Qaddafi, he established a sect in USA. The Nation of Islam, all this organization established by one person, his name is Al-Qaddafi. He sent hundreds of millions of dollars. They sent free ticket to people to join them in Las Vegas Convention Center. Free hotel, free food, free, just join us. And then when you are there, they say, if you got to with us, you will receive support, money support, salary. And many poor African American, they join. The plan of Al-Qaddafi is to conquer America from within America by creating a nation of Islam. This is why it's called the Nation of Islam. So the number of convert, and he target the African, because suppose he's African, and we make them convert to Islam, and then we have a massive millions of people who they are Muslims in USA, and later we will cause civil war, and America will collapse within America. And by the way, we did not lose anything because those are American killed American. We did not lose a one single Arab Muslim guy. Those are just convert. We fold them, we convert them, they die for our sake. The same as when Muslim, they convert your son to send him to join to war in Syria. Like there's a kid, he was 16 years old from Australia. He converted to Islam. 2 weeks after, his dad, he saw his video doing suicide bombing in Syria. So now they convert your son, they send him to die, and their sons is staying home. All right? Why other Christians in the Philippines think Jesus is not God? I never met one in the Philippines, he think Jesus is not God. I don't know what are you talking about. However, if somebody think Jesus is not God, he is not a Christian. Why you are calling him Christian? A Christian is someone he believe that Jesus is his Lord and Savior. Otherwise, anyone he don't, he is no Christian. So I think you have a wrong definition for what a Christian is. Maybe you are a person who think anyone walk in the street is a Christian. All right. Yeah, and they establish CARE, which is an organization. They go after anyone in USA to attack Islam. And CARE, by the way, is established by a member of Hamas. CARE, the Islamic organization in USA, established by a member of Hamas. So the root of this organization is terrorism. All right? The very root of this organization is terrorism. Yeah, and you know, they will say to you, do you see, if you are, you know, the Muslim, when they speak to a person in American or West, if you are black, they will say to you, do you know what the white man did to you? But they will not tell you that the white man who captured his grandfather was an Arab Muslim. All the slaves came to USA is sold by Arab white Muslims. All North Africa controlled by Muslims. And the market of slaves, you can go check history, don't listen to me. Don't take any word I say to you seriously, go check it out. All the market of slavery was either in Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt. The major one was in Morocco, because Morocco is so close to Spain, so they capture slaves from the middle of Africa and they ship them into Spain. But when they speak to a black American, they say to him, do you know Christianity is the religion of the white man, even their Jesus is white. But they will not tell them that Muhammad is so white. And Muslims, they have tons of videos about how white Muhammad is. In fact, if you search for the descendant of a prophet Muhammad, you will die laughing. The descendant Prophet Muhammad. Let us see. I will show you some. To give you an idea about the descendant of a Prophet Muhammad, police upon him. They got every redhead in the world and they put him there. And then they go to the African American and they say to them, Christianity is the religion of the white man, man. Jesus was white. Prophet Muhammad was black. Yeah, right. Even Aisha, she was called Al-Humayra. Why? Because she was, Humayra mean the ginger, like she have a ginger hair. Redhead. Al-Humayra. Muslim, they have videos about how good looking Muhammad is, how his face was so white, shiny. You remember the video when the guy, he said, I look at the prophet, I look at the moon, I look at the prophet. Huh? Yeah. Anyway, guys, we aren't going to keep you longer. Let me see if there's any update in the news to update you before we go. But mostly, we will know nothing. The coming 24 hours will be very important. 48 hours maximum will be very important. Yeah, and actually I have a news for you. You remember I said I'm going to make a channel like Indonesian, etc. I found that I can really take calls in Indonesian and I do not need translator. So in the future we might go and do what we promised to do. We can do it in Russian, we can do it because I was able to learn in the last 24 hours like more than 40 languages. All right? So the caller, he can call, speak Indonesian. He do not need to translate to me anything. And I will answer him speaking Indonesian too. Capiche? So we will see when we would do that. And let me know which language you like me to speak of. Like, I will show you an example, You want to see how good I am in languages? I don't know either. Okay, no, I don't want to show off. But I can, just a little bit. I want to speak Russian. How is the weather today? And how is Putin doing? Still he's looking for his boogers? Is he supporting Hezbollah still? Or now he have to find a solution for what happened in Syria? Potato. The terrorists, they took Aleppo and you are doing nothing. You are just shaking your ass and looking behind you and around you, confused and abused.
Какая сегодня погода? И как дела у Путина? Тем не менее, он ищет своих бугеров. Он поддерживает Хезболлу. Тем не менее, или сейчас он когда-нибудь найдет решение того, что произошло в Сирии? Картофель в страхе, они взяли Липани и ничего не делают, ты просто трясешь задницы. И оглядываясь назад, и вокруг тебя смущенный и оскорбленный.
See? I told you I learned all those languages and like I don't know, like it's a miracle. Prophet Muhammad, he said to me, CP, make a wish. I said, okay, first wish, get lost. He said, okay, now second one, other one. I said, okay, go die. He said, I'm dead already. Make a, yeah, so, like,
The purpose of this new famous sign to this adenoma layers is the Samarkalo poster Muhammad and 2 Miss ECP Mike. Oh, if it's okay for store CH gat lest is it's okay second Germany's okay.
Actually, it's translating the wrong language because I was hitting and stop, hold on, stop.
And the water became fast.
Stop. Prophet Muhammad, I'm going to tell you in Russian, you are a piece of shit.
Пророк Мухаммед, я скажу тебе русски. Ты кусок дерьма.
Oh boy.
Both.
Why Putin, he gave Kadyrov carpet treatment? Why not? I mean, Kadyrov is the best dog for Putin. You see, the Russian, they occupied Chechnya. They stole all the oil of the country. And Putin, he told him, okay, we'll give you billions, millions, go rich, have palace, buy cars, we support you. So he's, this is the best. Because the Chechenian, they hate the Russian. So Kadyrov is the loyal dog of Putin. So why he will not give him a red carpet? He used him against any of his enemies. It's just a dog, criminal. All right. Let us create a Christian army. We are an army already. You see, influence create armies, but armies cannot create influence. Right? Like you see, I just showed you, like this guy, the Shia guy. He's just one guy. He cannot fight. He is an old man. Very old. Huh? But one post from him in Twitter, he can make 1 million fighter go and fight in Syria. Easy million. Influence is a very powerful tool. A person, he influenced you, he can be old like this guy. He cannot go to war. He can't even maybe go stairs. But he can be a domino to move millions. So that is more important. Before you create an army, you have to have a motive, you have to have people who believe, and you have to influence them in the right direction so they can be going and moving in the right direction. We Christians, we don't want to go and attack the neighbors and kill people and become criminals. Christians, a Christian army should be a good army. An army who support the weak. An army who help the poor. An army who defeat the aggression. Not an army to be aggressive and commit aggression and crimes. So a Christian army, when we speak about creating a Christian army, well, we are doing that every day. I did not hear about what happened in Bangladesh. And you see, this is what happened. If you are a poor Christian in Bangladesh, who is going to talk about you? Or a Hindu? Nobody. If you are a Hindu, India will speak about you. If you are a Christian, nobody will talk about you. Because you live in a poor country. This is number one reason. Secondly, there's important countries, and there's country nobody even heard of. So depend on you, where are you from? The treatment even change. Even your passport either open doors. Like now, if I switch from my American passport to my Arabian stupid passport. Who is going to welcome me? Nobody. The second you show the American passport, all doors are open. But I am the same person. I am the same person. I don't have two passports. I have only American passport. I'm just giving an idea. And that goes for everything in life. If you are a poor person, homeless, you want to go to 5-star hotels. The second they see you walking in the front, they will call the security for you. Even you did nothing. Even you are polite, even you are nice, even you are willing to ask a question maybe, they will kick you out like a dog. But if you are a criminal, a drug dealer, and you park your car in the front of the hotel, and you have a Rolls Royce, and a bunch of hookers, whores wearing nothing coming with you, and you have a lot of golds in your neck, everybody will call you sir, even if you are a pimp like Andrew Tate. It's a fact. Bangladesh is a well-known country as a country, but it's well known to be poor. This is where all the Arab they get their maids from, especially the one who clean the street from. So it's well known, but nobody care for them, my friend. They are poor. If Bangladesh one day they have a lot of oil and they are rich, then any news happen in Bangladesh will be the top priority news. That's what I'm saying to you. When I say about well known, I'm not talking about the name. Like if I say Emirat, if I say Bangladesh, which one is going to be interesting? Emirat. For this is a wealthy country. Everybody want to know what happened in Emirat. But if you say Bangladesh, who's going to go there? What? Who cares? Nobody. I'm just sharing with you reality, you know. So if you are from a poor country, if 1,000 a day get killed, nobody will mention your name. If you are from a rich country, the whole world will come to rescue you. Like what happened in Kuwait. When Saddam Hussein attacked Kuwait, all of Kuwait is not even in the size of the farm of George Bush in Texas. Very small, tiny country. 250,000 soldiers came from USA to save Kuwait. Why Kuwait? A lot of oil, a lot of money. Do you have oil? Do you have money? Then you will be in the news. If you are poor, everybody will spit on you and nobody will mention your name. In history, if you are like this is what they say in the Middle East, you know, two kind of people nobody talk about them. A rich person who is filthy whore, pimp, or a poor person who died. When you are powerful, nobody dare to talk about you. You are the good guy, even if you are the most filthy. And if you are poor, you die, nobody mention you. Nobody even go on your funeral. Even your own family. If you are a millionaire and you die, all the family, they come. If you have a party, everybody will come. If you are poor, nobody will show up. This is how life is, my friend. Human being and decency are enemies. When you are rich, everybody is your cousin. When you are poor, everybody will spit on you and nobody will open his door for you. And the word poor here goes for everything from individual to country. My voice is not coming good, guys? My voice is not coming good? I see somebody saying my voice is not coming good. Anyway, going back to our topic. Hezbollah, by supporting Gaza, made a big stupid mistake, affecting the life of every Shia in the Middle East. And the Sunni, they found a golden opportunity given to them by Israel. They could not beat the Shia through 13 years of war in Syria. Israel demolished their forces in less than 2 months. And that is a lesson to anyone want to go against Israel. Regardless what you think about Israel, wrong, good, bad, who care? They will beat the hell of you. And you will lose. Those people exist for a reason. And it's clear that when you go against Israel, you will be doomed. Look at those people. What they got from all of this? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the only one now can save them, either the Iranian Shia send their army, or Putin, he sent his army. Let us see which one will happen. If none of them send his army, those people in Syria are doomed. So the coming 48 hours, we will see if there's more important news. For sure will be more important news. And I hope that the Muslim terrorists will not win this war, because this will not be for the benefit of the Christians in Syria. This will be a very horrible news for the Christians in Syria. And that will lead to a massive migration out of the country. This country, each time war happened in it, the Christians migrate. So migration after migration after migration. When the Turkish in 1860 did a huge massacre on the Christians in Syria, millions of Syrian Christians left. In fact, until 1860, the majority of the population were Christians in Syria. But the Turkish, again, the most filthy criminal organization, gang. All right, somebody's saying my voice is cutting, some others saying no, my voice is not, so I don't know what to say. I'm not going to keep you longer. You can watch the video. I might take it off down because updated news will be in all the news by tomorrow. So those videos is just for education, and we share with you some news about what's happening. And I will see you soon again. May the Lord bless you. God is good. So is Jesus. Amen to that. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.